So instead of going retrograde, I rather people go antegrade. So past this, you're in the abdominal cavity, you're not in the cystic duct, you're in the abdominal cavity, have them pass a wire for you. Can you show the distal part? Once a wire is in the abdominal cavity, grab it robotically or laparoscopically. Introduce it to the cystic duct, common bile duct, and then using a Sildinger technique, while they're holding their arms straight, pass it in, look at it here, down, pass it in to the common bile duct. Once you're happy, take the wire completely out, and now you are in the common bile duct. All right, and don't forget the rotation. The rotation is up here. Your arm has to be straight. All right, let's talk about the connection. Can you show up here? This is all I need for the connection. All right, it's not busy. You just connect it here, boom. You get an HD, video of what's going on. All right, it's crispy clear. You can see very, very well what's going on. This is Jenny, my assistant. Thank you, Jenny, for doing this.
Welcome.
So you can go in and kind of do whatever you have to do. Compared, for my hospital, can you show the striker? I have to have that in addition to the robot. Show the robot tower. In addition to the robot tower, to kind of perform the kaledocoscope if I'm using the regular kaledocoscope. All right, so it just makes the room a little bit crowded. But again, see what you need, see what you want, and that's how you kind of make things happen. All right, so let's talk about the basket. There are two options for baskets. There's a basket that comes in the set, and
Probably
it is
on your mayo.
it's not on my man.
That's not the balloon right there, or the nope, that other one. That
Oh,
one.
yep, it's here. All right, so it comes like this. It comes with the sheath. Take the sheath out, and this is all you end up with. This is the one that comes with the set. All right, can you show up here? It has open and close. This is open. Obviously, this is closed. The advantage of this balloon, the advantage of this focus on it. Make sure you're focused on it. The advantage of this basket, it has this part here beneath the stone that helps create like a foundation that helps you scoop the stone up. All right, and again, it goes through the top portion. I'm gonna pass it here through the kaledocoscope just because I have the kaledocoscope. All right, use a cheater if you want. Actually makes life much easier, especially if you have an intact valve. This valve is really wide and dilated. It fell off. The nipple fell off, so it's not a big deal. All right, it passed through the end of the kaledocoscope. Show the end of the kaledocoscope. So once it passes in there, you wanna open your basket kind of next to the stone or behind the stone, and you want to jiggle it like this, in and out, to kind of have the stone kind of fall in there. And once it falls, you want to close. Can you show my finger here, up here? Sorry, go back there. Once you say, I grasp the stone, you want to bring the stone close to the tip of the scope or the camera. Once you do that, bring my finger, look here. You want to lock it in place. You want to lock it with your finger, okay? So when you're pulling out, you're pulling the scope and the stent as one unit. You're pulling them out as one unit. All right. Let's say you have an impacted stone. If you have an impacted stone, another option is to use the Dakota. This is called a Dakota. It's almost like a grasper. Dakota basket. It's almost like a grasper. It's like $100 additional, and it comes with a cheater. I'm going to show you how to kind of pass it on our other scope. All right, you put your cheater in here, stick it in, and before I do that, I want to show you the difference between the two baskets. Where's my other basket? Here. All right, can you focus on this? So this is how you, when I open the Dakota, if you notice, it's almost like a half sphere that can come up on top of a stone, grasp a stone, close, and you can pull it out. Compared to the other basket, where you actually have to come around the stone, or the stone has to be like inside. It has to be inside where you want it to be. The stone has to kind of come on the side to kind of grasp it. But here you can grasp it from the top. You can come on the stone on the top. Compared to this, you have to come on, the stone has to kind of fall on the side here. This is the difference. If you have an impacted stone, use the Dakota. If you have an irregular one, use the basket that comes with the set. All right. That being said, if your stone is big, sometimes the one that comes with the set will not be big enough, so you can have a bigger stone. A bigger basket. Those bigger baskets can be very strong. So if your assistant closes the basket, tell them not to close too hard, just enough to grasp the stone, because you can crush the stone to small pieces. All right. So let me show you how the Dakota is being passed here. Again, it has to be closed. While it's closed and the cheater is in place, you pass the cheater. And can you show the screen over there? All right. You can see it right now. Right, that's the basket. I'm opening the basket here. You grab the stone, and once you grab the stone, you want to close it just enough for you to kind of like, just enough for you to kind of like grab the stone nicely. And once you grab it, you want to pull it back towards your camera, and then look at here. I want to show it to you again here. Show my hand here. You're gonna lock it in place. You're gonna hold your finger. You want to hold the wire. You're gonna hold almost like you're pinching the wire against the port, and hold it as one unit. So when you're pulling the camera out, the stone is not being left behind. You want to pinch it as one unit and pull it back. So when you're starting, when you become an expert in this, all you need is one person doing this entire thing. But because I work with residents, and again, this is very, very easy to teach. It's a two-man's job. One person will be holding the scope. One person will be holding the scope, rotating right and left, and will be jiggling this in and out until they're around the stone. And the other person is opening and closing the basket. Okay? And once they're satisfied, the same person that's holding the scope will hold it back and pinch it against the insertion or the working port, and pull everything back as one unit, and that's how you extract your stone. Again, I mentioned if your stone is more than 8 millimeters, sometimes you might have to extend your incision from the cystic duct to the common bile duct, and that way you can move bigger stones. And that's all I have to show you. There's another video of how to place transcystic stents, and those are cases where you cannot extract the stone for whatever reason. Typically, if the stones are really, really large, one of the things that you can do, you can either use a laser lithotripsy or a hydrolithotripsy. The hydrolithotripsy is made by Boston Scientific. It's a little bit more expensive using the choledocoscope, the disposable choledocoscope by Boston Scientific. It's about $1,000 or $1,200 more expensive than the ureteroscope. So I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. I personally don't use it. But let me show you. For me to do a laser lithotripsy, can you show them for me to do a laser lithotripsy, I had our OR people install this on the wall. It's a special adapter where you connect your laser lithotripsy, and you start with 5 joules. You can go up to 10 joules. You never want to go more than 10 joules, because you can cause a stricturing of the common bile duct. Again, if you're having a problem, ask urology. They're always more than happy to kind of help out, and they're very excited. At least my colleagues are. If you guys want to hear about the transcystic, how you place a transcystic stent, let me know. Again, those are cases where you can't clean the common bile duct, or there's a lot of inflammation around the sphincter valvulae. Those are cases where you want to place a stent, and I'm more than happy to kind of show a video if you guys are interested. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you.